Hello MotoGP enthusiasts, welcome back to ZNGP today. Gigi Dall'Igna, Ducati's general manager, lauds Marc Marquez's extraordinary performance at Le Mans, describing his incredible recovery from 13th to 2nd place as tantamount to victory. Amidst Jorge Martin's double wins, Marquez's stellar display has once again positioned him as a formidable contender for Ducati's second factory seat in 2025. An unexpected twist has emerged in the fierce battle for MotoGP Series leader Jorge Martin, as KTM, backed by Red Bull, launched an audacious bid to secure the talented rider's signature. Let's delve into the details of this surprising development and its potential implications for the future of MotoGP. Fabio Corduro expresses unusual happiness despite crashing out of the MotoGP race at Le Mans, citing significant progress made by Yamaha and his competitive performance as reasons for his newfound contentment. Former MotoGP champion Jorge Lorenzo weighs in on Ducati's challenge of retaining their star riders for the 2025 season. With several talented contenders vying for coveted factory seats, Ducati faces a pivotal decision that could shape the future of their racing team. Don't forget to click subscribe button and the bell icon for MotoGP news update. Marc Marquez's remarkable comeback from 13th to 2nd place at Le Mans showcased his exceptional talent and determination. Despite starting from a challenging grid position, Marquez demonstrated his prowess by consistently challenging for the podium. Gigi Dall'Igna praised Marquez's impressive progress and performance, emphasizing the significance of his achievement, which he equates to a victory. Marquez confirmed the brilliant progress he is making, taking his Ducati from starting grid position 13 right through to conquering 2nd spot, which counts as a victory. He is now constantly up front, dueling for the podium. Dall'Igna's acclaim. In addition to Marquez's stellar performance, Jorge Martin's double victories in both races further showcased Ducati's dominance at Le Mans. Dall'Igna commended Martin for his exceptional speed, tenacity, and competitive spirit, highlighting his ability to seize crucial moments and assert his dominance on the track. A superb Martin doubled the sprint race, winning a thrilling GP. Fast and tenacious as always, he was able to seize the moment, taking the lead and staying there, imposing himself with the right aggressiveness but also with perfect competitive perseverance. Dall'Igna's praise. Despite finishing third in the Grand Prix, Francesco Bagnaia faced tough competition from Martin and Marquez, ultimately losing positions in the final lap. Dall'Igna acknowledged Bagnaia's strong start and commendable race performance, highlighting his resilience and championship-worthy character amidst intense competition. Pecco, after an excellent start, the kind he knows how to turn out, was the protagonist of a closely fought race, suffering the comebacks firstly of Martin and then Marquez. An apparently interlocutory result, but actually, in the context of a championship that is long and demanding for everyone, these are not easy races. Dall'Igna's reflection. Gigi Dall'Igna's praise for Marc Marquez's outstanding performance underscores Ducati's continued dominance in the MotoGP championship. With stellar performances from Marquez, Martin, and Bagnaia, Ducati faces tough decisions in selecting its lineup for the upcoming season. As the championship unfolds, Ducati remains at the forefront, driven by the remarkable talent and competitive spirit of its riders. In an unexpected turn of events, KTM has reportedly entered the fray to sign Jorge Martin away from Ducati, presenting an enticing offer that could potentially outshine Aprilia's bid. With the promise of a higher salary and the added allure of a sponsorship deal with Red Bull, KTM's proposal has introduced a new dimension to the ongoing negotiations. While Jorge Martin harbors aspirations of securing a factory rider status with Ducati in 2025, the Italian manufacturer's plans may face uncertainty if they opt to sign Marc Marquez instead. With Marquez emerging as a frontrunner for a Ducati seat alongside Francesco Bagnaia, Martin's future with the team hangs in the balance, prompting him to explore alternative options. Despite leading the MotoGP standings by a significant margin of 38 points after just 5 rounds, Jorge Martin's stellar performance on the track may not guarantee him a spot with Ducati's factory team. Despite securing multiple victories and setting new records, Martin's aspirations could be thwarted by the impending arrival of Marquez, highlighting the unpredictability of the transfer market. Initially considered the frontrunner in the race to sign Jorge Martin, Aprilia's path to securing the talented rider's services has encountered a potential obstacle with KTM's unexpected entry into the fray. While Aprilia remains a viable option, KTM's formidable lineup and enticing offer pose a compelling challenge to their pursuit of Martin. With Yamaha and Honda unlikely contenders due to their current competitiveness levels, the battle for Jorge Martin's signature intensifies between Ducati, Aprilia, and now KTM. As negotiations unfold and alliances shift, the transfer market in MotoGP faces heightened anticipation and intrigue, setting the stage for a captivating off-season. As KTM and Red Bull's audacious bid throws a curveball into the race for Jorge Martin's services, MotoGP fans await eagerly to see how the negotiations unfold. With multiple contenders vying for his signature and the stakes higher than ever, Martin's decision could reshape the landscape of MotoGP for the upcoming seasons. Fabio Corduro acknowledges feeling a unique sense of satisfaction despite crashing out of the MotoGP race. He attributes this to Yamaha's improved performance and his competitive position within the top 6, a feat he hadn't achieved earlier in the season. Despite the disappointment of crashing, Corduro emphasizes the positives of his race, including his spirited fight with fellow riders and the overwhelming support from fans. "I think this is the first time that I am this happy after a race where I crashed. It's because this was the first time this year that we were really inside the top 6 and that we were fighting." Cordero's reflection. Massimo Marigali, Yamaha's team director, shares his disappointment over Cordero's crash but acknowledges the positive strides made by the rider and the team. He highlights the effectiveness of the changes made to Cordero's bike and praises his competitive pace, indicating optimism for future races based on these improvements. "We feel very disappointed for Fabio. It's a pity his race ended like this, but we all attest to his hard work, determination, and effort. He was matching the pace of the front guys, so this is positive and constructive ahead of a busy 3 weeks." Marigali's comment. Despite the disappointment of crashing out, Fabio Corduro finds solace in Yamaha's progress and his competitive performance at Le Mans. With support from his team and fans, Corduro remains optimistic about future races, aiming to capitalize on the positive momentum gained from his impressive showing at Le Mans. Ducati's intention to announce Francesco Bagnaия's teammate for 2025 has sparked speculation about the team's lineup. Amidst contenders like Enea Bastianini, Jorge Martin, and Marc Marquez, Ducati must navigate the intricate balance of talent, team dynamics, and regulatory constraints to make the optimal choice. Ducati would like to keep all 4 of them, but it is impossible because of the regulations, so they have to choose one. Lorenzo's assessment. Lorenzo suggests that Jorge Martin and Enea Bastianini could seek opportunities elsewhere if not promoted to the factory team. With Martin linked to Aprilia and rumors of KTM's interest, Ducati faces the risk of losing valuable talent if unable to secure their positions within the team. "I think Jorge will leave if he doesn't wear red. Also, Bastianini will go if he gets demoted." Lorenzo's perspective. Lorenzo proposes a strategic approach for Ducati to retain key riders, emphasizing the importance of securing Jorge Martin's allegiance by offering him a factory seat. By providing Marc Marquez with a factory bike, Ducati could potentially retain 3 out of 4 top contenders, mitigating the risk of talent drain from the team. The most logical way to keep at least 3 out of the 4 would be to put Jorge Martin in red and Marquez on a bike exactly the same as Bagnaia. That's my theory. Lorenzo's strategy. Jorge Lorenzo's insights shed light on the complexities facing Ducati as they navigate their rider lineup for the 2025 MotoGP season. With strategic decisions on the horizon, Ducati must carefully consider their options to maintain competitiveness while retaining their valuable talent pool. Thank you for joining ZNGP today. And this has been your MotoGP news update. See you in the next video.